Hi there, Algebra. This is section 3 of chapter 7.8, and this is one we're factoring ax² plus bx plus c when AC, the product of AC, is a negative. Okay. Now, you may want to watch this video first completely in its entirety, all right, as I repeat myself, and then go back and maybe do the notes. It's up to you if you want to keep the notes, or you may want to just go ahead and pause it now and write down what you see. It's up to you. But here we go. So the first thing we have to do is talk about the factors of 4. 4 is a positive, so we're looking at 4 times 1 and then 2 times 2. Then we have to consider the factors of negative 5, excuse me. And those factors will be negative 1 and 5, and then the opposite of that, which is 1 and negative 5. So these numbers will go where we see A and C. Okay? And so now let's keep going here. These are all the possible pairs. As you get better and better at this, you're going to start to know where to put numbers quickly, but right now some of you might struggle with it. So these are possible factor pairings of this trinomial, but only one of them is going to work. Okay, the one thing we agree is x times 4x, x times 4x, 2x times 2x, x times 4x. These are all going to equal 4x squared every time. Okay, when we multiply the first terms. When we multiply the first terms, we're going to get 4x squared. When we multiply the last terms, negative 5 times 1, 1 times negative 5, negative 1 times 5, 1 times negative 5. You'll notice that the last terms are always going to be negative 5 again. See that? And the first terms are always 4x squared. 2 times 2x, 4x squared. X times 4x, 4x squared. X times 4x. Every single time. So the only thing we're really focusing on are the O and the I of FOIL, which is our outer terms and our inner terms. So we're going to do some of this in our heads, but this is negative 5 times 4x, which is negative 20, and then x times 1 is 1x, and so that's going to give you negative 19x. So this doesn't work, okay? Over here we have x times negative 5, which is negative 5x. And then we have 1 times 4x. So negative 5x and positive 4x are negative 1x. This did not work. Here we have x times negative 1, negative x. Here we have 5 times 4x, which is 20x. So that's going to be a positive 19x. Again, this did not work. X times 5 is 5x. Negative 1 times 4x is negative 4x. So this is going to be positive x. Again, this pairing did not work. 2x times 5 is 10x. All right? And then negative 1 times 2x is negative 2x. 10x and negative 2x make positive 8x. Well, look at that. Let's put a star next to that one. And let's check out what this last one is. 2x times negative 5 is negative 10x. Positive 1 times 2x is 2x. And so when we put those together, we get negative 8x. So again, this did not work. So of the 6 possibilities, our one answer is the factoring of 4x squared plus 8x minus 5 is 2x minus 1 times the quantity 2x plus 5. So like I said, as far as this part goes, it's going to take a great deal of practice and more exposure to understand it, but eventually you're going to become accustomed to the factor pairs and their sums.